You gotta watch this. An agnostic scholar of the Greek New Testament says that Jesus' life and death via Roman crucifixion is one of the most certain facts in all of human history.
I do not see evidence in archaeology or history for a historical Jesus.
Yeah, well, I do. I mean, that's why I wrote the book. Well, okay, yeah. I have a whole book on it. So there is a lot of evidence. There is so much evidence that it is not. I know in the crowds you all run around with, it's commonly thought that Jesus did not exist. Let me tell you, once you get outside of your conclave, there's nobody who. This is not even an issue for scholars of antiquity. It is not an issue for scholars. There is no scholar in any college or university in the Western world who teaches classics, ancient history, New Testament, early Christianity, any related field who doubts that Jesus existed. The reason for thinking Jesus existed is because he is abundantly attested in early sources. That's why. And I give the details in my book. Early and independent sources indicate that certainly that Jesus existed. One author that we know about knew Jesus' brother and knew Jesus' closest disciple, Peter. He's an eyewitness to both Jesus' closest disciple and his brother. So, I'm sorry, but again, I respect your disbelief, but if you want to go where the evidence goes, I think that atheists have done themselves a disservice by jumping on the bandwagon of mythicism, because, frankly, it makes you look foolish to the outside world. If that's what you're going to believe, you just look foolish.
Now you're watching this, you're saying, what's the big deal? Who cares? Well, I'm not quoting a Christian scholar. I'm quoting Bart Ehrman. He doesn't even believe in the gospel message of Jesus. But he says that this is one of the most certain facts in all of human history. The reason why that's important is you are forced to take these accounts as historical documents. Now, I would go a step further and say they're inspired by God, but you don't have to. I'm just asking you to take these accounts seriously and then ask yourself about the last step of this narrative, the resurrection, which is the part where Bart Ehrman would part ways with Christian scholars, the resurrection. Now, in the eyewitness accounts, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, we have first-hand and second-hand accounts of the life of Christ, his death, his burial, and what they say was his resurrection. Now, they could be incorrect, but I do find it interesting that under the pressure of a martyr's death, these individuals died terrible deaths reporting that they saw a resurrected Christ. Now, if you put 12 criminals in a room who conspired a plot and did a crime and did a thing, and they're all saying they didn't do it, and you put these 12 criminals in separate rooms and you interrogate them and you turn the heat up, you're going to go to jail for life, buddy. Boy, you're never going to see the light of day. You're never going to go back to your family. And then even worse, if you say, we're going to put you to death, one of those 12 criminals will bust. I do find it very compelling that none of the disciples busted and retracted their resurrection narrative. Even Paul dies a martyr's death. He gets his head chopped off in Rome after being imprisoned, beaten with rods, shipwrecked, persecuted. He loses everything. He gained nothing in this world to report that he saw a resurrected Christ. But after he saw a resurrected Christ, he could do no other. I find this evidence very compelling, and I think you should too.